Welcome back to the Brogan HILLMAN Show, and today we have a good one. We have my early college football playoff predictions. We are about week 5. This is recorded right before week 5 has started, and let's get straight into it. Remember, subscribe. We're at 520 right now. Let's get that number up, going to 600. And Ghost, sponsor me. I drink your product every single day. Your product is amazing. Sponsor your boy right here. Sponsor the Brogan HILLMAN Show, and let's get straight into it. Alright, ignore that I'm drinking a Ghost at 8 o'clock at night. Ghost, that's how good your product is, man. I drink it all day, every day. Definitely not all day, every day. That will give you heartburn. But I drink it every single day. I love Ghost. Sponsor me. And let's get into the first team. Hasn't expanded to 12 teams yet, so it's still 4. The first team I have in the college football playoff, ranked at 4, is none other than the Oregon Ducks. The Oregon Ducks are a team who already have a big win against Colorado under their belt. Colorado was ranked 18 at the time of the win, so that is a big win. Committee looks at big wins, strength of schedule, all that stuff. Oregon in the Pac-12, a very competitive Pac-12. Last year of the Pac-12 before it goes to the Pac-2. They have games against Washington coming up. They have Stanford. They have Washington State. They have USC. All big name games. If they can win out this year, those are all huge wins under their belt. That looks really good for the committee, having that many wins. That would just be so perfect. Shoot them into the college football playoff for sure. Not to mention the Pac-12 championship, probably against USC or someone. If they win out, they win that. They might be a lock. Going undefeated and winning the Pac-12 championship could definitely be a lock for the college football playoff. Then moving on to number 3 is Texas. Texas is a team in the SEC. Again, a lot of big win potential. Already had that big win over Bama. Another good look for the committee. So that big win over Bama, plus games against like LSU. They have games against Georgia. So those games will really be determining factors. If they can win those games, I don't see why not. They're already ranked 3rd in the nation. They win those games. They win the SEC. Maybe get to the SEC championship. They could definitely be a lock for the college football playoffs. Texas is a team that looks really good this year under Quinn Ewers. Maybe good future too under Arch Manning. So we'll have to look into the future. But for now, they're focused on being back. Is Texas back, baby? Are they back? I think they are, making the college football playoff ranked 3rd. And then number 2 is a team that I really like this year. Drumroll, please. Florida State. Jordan Travis, man, he's looked really good these past, early in the season, early first couple games. He's looked really good. That offense looks really good. Number 4, Coleman, the receiver. I can't remember his first name, but Coleman, the receiver, looks really good. And this offense, man, this offense is capable of definitely taking them into the college football playoffs. Undefeated so far. Scary game against Clemson, though. That could hurt them a little bit, but they won. They got the dub, so they don't have that loss on their record. By the way, Clemson's been struggling, man. I don't know if we're going to see them in the college football playoff for a long time. But Florida State, man, I really like the look of this team. They are ranked 4th or 5th in the nation right now. I think they're ranked 5th in the nation, so they're just outside of that window. They win out, win the ACC. They definitely have a big chance. There's good opponents on their schedule, too, like Miami and Duke. So those could really be determining factors if they make it or not. I believe Duke is actually a really good team. Miami, too. So if they win those games, they for sure could be a lock, just like the other two who have a lot strength of schedule this year as well. Notice how all of them are in different conferences, and they're all in good conferences. So number 2 is Florida State. And then moving on to my final team in the college football playoff. Come on, guys. Is it a surprise? Is it really a surprise? Who's at number 1? It is Georgia. Georgia is at number 1. Are you guys shocked or what? Georgia Bulldogs. Hey, you guys look familiar because you're back-to-back national champions. The Georgia Bulldogs, not much really to be said here. Number 1 in the nation. I think they've been number 1 in the nation for 2 or 3 years. Just sitting at the top, hogging that number 1 spot for years. I don't know about years to come, though. Carson Beck, he has not looked bad at all. This offense has been rolling. Had a scare against USC, not SEC. SEC, the conference. Against USC, they have some tough games coming up. Again, I mentioned Texas. So they have a really strong schedule. SEC is not too strong this year. I feel like the ACC might be stronger, but SEC, like Missouri, is another good conference, another good team in that conference. So Georgia playing against Oregon in the first round, that would be a great game. That would have probably one of the best matchups we've seen in the past couple years in the college football playoffs. Georgia, Ohio State last year was definitely the best we've seen in a long time. That has potential with those big playmakers. Bo Nix, you got on the Georgia side Carson Beck. So that would be a really good game, really good matchup there. And then Texas, Florida State would be also a really good matchup on the other side. You have, again, all notable quarterbacks. Bo Nix, Quinn Ewers, Jordan Travis, Carson Beck, all noticeable quarterbacks. So for sure would be a great team play out. Now let's get into how the rounds would play out. The camera. So for the first game, right? Georgia versus Oregon. Get this. In a thrilling, close game in the fourth quarter, I have this team right here pulling it away. I have Oregon pulling out the win in the late fourth quarter game, sending Oregon to the national championship for the first time since 2015 when they played against Ohio State. We know how that went. Ohio State gets the dub. And then moving over to the other side, Florida State, Texas. A very good matchup. Quinn Ewers, Jordan Travis. Matchup guys that like to run, they like to scramble, get out of the pocket. And in this game, I have another close game. Maybe not. Maybe this game could be a little more separated. Maybe a two-score game. I have Jordan Travis and the Florida State Seminoles pulling this game out. These two programs going head-to-head in the national championship. And we know what used to happen between these two programs. Oregon beat Florida State in the semifinals to get to the 2015 national championship. Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota, top 2 picks in the 2015 draft that year. Beautiful storyline in college football. They get to relive it in the national championship. And speaking of which, let's get to go see how that goes right now. And the team I have winning the 2023-24 national championship is none other than the Oregon Ducks. The Oregon Ducks are going to come away with the win. I'm going to go somewhere around the range of like 38-27. Sounds about right to me. 38-27. Ignore the camera. I'm doing some goofy motion with my hand right now. But 38-27 sounds about right. And I did not mean to put this picture up on the board disrespecting Bo Nix. I'm sorry, young gun. You're like 24-25. My bad, home slice. But the Oregon Ducks are going to win the 2023 National Championship. If you enjoyed this video, again, make sure to like, subscribe. Ghost Energy, sponsor me. I'm drinking you while recording. I'm drinking you while editing. And I hope to drink you while receiving that sponsorship email. Email me below, please, synergygames2019@gmail.com, yo. Please email me for the sponsorship. Subscribe. Share this video with your grandma, your dog, maybe even your cat. Why not? Have a great night. Keep God number one. I'm out.